Adetolani Eko, the co-founder Vibe Tech. So please, can you share your story with us as a product manager? And what is that one thing? Because I know we usually say so many things. What is that one thing you want somebody to take out from here today? That would help improve on their product management journey. So let's welcome Adetolani.
Hello guys, my name is Adetolani Eko actually. I'm a product manager and I'm a co-founder of Vibe. So basically Vibe is a dating app. It's designed to help Africans connect online and offline in fun and secure ways. Before I got into products, I was a software engineer. At some point I was a visual artist, graphic designer, and I used to do a lot of all those things. Getting into products, first of all, I didn't even know what product management was. Like, I didn't know the actual word for it. I was a software engineer, as I said, a pretty good one at that. And then I found myself always wanting to contribute more into the product development lifecycle. So I didn't like the fact that someone would just be like, okay, so we've done all the work and then you just have to build this app. And like, that's where your role ends. And the only time they really ask for your contribution is when they probably say, oh, we're having this bug, or what do you think is the best architecture to use for this? And I didn't really like that. So it was pretty funny at the time when I was working as a freelance software engineer, where clients would be like, oh, I need you to build this thing. And then I'll be like, oh, why are you building it this way? What is your revenue model? And imagine like going to meet some freelance software developer somewhere and he's arguing with you about your business model, about your customer acquisition strategy. And it was really funny. I lost a lot of clients anyway, but I understood where I wanted to go. So I just want to share my screen. I just put like together a couple of stuff. I don't know if you guys can see my screen.
Not yet. Not yet. Please share your screen.
Share your screen.
Okay, sorry. I think you have to enable me.
Permit. Okay.
Just a moment, then let me check this out.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, Vibe is a dating app. We are designed to help Africans connect. We launched our beta app sometime in April last year, and the journey has been a really different one because like most of my work has really been in payments, and like that has like it has been a different experience from what I currently do. Okay, so can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So these are some of the companies I've worked with like over the past years of my product career. Yeah. Okay, so my journey into products, I already spoke about that a bit. So one thing I did mention was that, so before I got into products fully, like had a job that was like, oh, I was a product manager. I just wanted to get into the space by any way possible. And what I'll do is that I'll do like pro bono projects. I'll do free work for people and I'll write reviews. I will just do anything just to get into that space. And I think that really helped me build a lot of experience before I went for my first product interview and I got the job, even though I was the only person that had no product experience there. Okay, so yeah, this is about Vibe. So one of the reasons why we built Vibe, which is the dating platform I founded with my partners, is that we realized that there was nothing that really catered to the African market in terms of online dating, romance, social aspect of life. And currently in the world, like the top 10, 11 dating platforms in the world, Africans only have access to less than 40% of that. And this is a field where Africans spend about $190 million every year. And so we realized that this market is being underserved and we went out to solve that problem. So for Vibe, we've hit 10,000 users so far. We were finalists at Y Combinator Winter 2020 batch. We didn't get in, but it was a wonderful experience getting to the finals out of like so many companies all over the world. So that was big for us. So one of the unique things about Vibe is that we try to do the online and offline aspects because we noticed that in the African market, online is not enough for us to connect because there's a big issue with like scams, impersonation and so many things. So we don't really trust that, oh, okay, I'm speaking with John online and it's not Jessica offline or the other way around. So one of the things we factor in the security, we actually leverage on the combination of artificial intelligence algorithms, routine checks, some other processes just to make sure that everybody there's like who they say they are. Another thing that we do is that we do offline events. So we know that online can never fully work in Nigeria. You sort of have to have that offline aspect. So we have games nights, all the sessions where we bring people together, speed dating events. We had this awesome one sometime November last year. So we brought people together. You go on a date for 7 minutes, and then when we like ring the bell, you move on to the next date for the day. And it was pretty awesome. It helped us learn so much about Africans with respect to social interaction and media generally that we did not know before, things that were not previously documented. So that really did a lot for us there. Okay, so yeah, Vibe is available on the Play Store and App Store. You can get it there. Another thing that we do is that, so because we're designed for the African market, we try to support African languages in terms of, right now we have support for just English and French. French because that's the second most popular language in Africa. And we're trying to roll out a Pidgin version, a Yoruba version, Hausa version that's coming out sometime soon. And the reason why we do this still goes down to the bedrock of product management and understanding who your customers are. We know that there are people in the US doing dating, Tinder, Match.com, and others, but their market is different from how Africans like to find love online, how they like to make connections. So that's why we decided, oh, what are the things that we're going to use, put in this app that are going to make it easier for Africans to connect. So yeah, these are like the top 5 tips I've learned over time. One is that for people who want to transition into product, for example, you're a software engineer, business analyst, something else, I feel like you should try to get as much work as possible. There was a time where I was practically spending my own money to do product work for others. And in the end, it helped me out because I was able to get a lot of projects under my portfolio, and I was able to learn a lot like over a short period of time, as opposed to waiting for somebody to say, oh, come and take this product job, or just doing a course online. I feel like even if you do the course, you need to put that practical aspect into it. The second thing is understand the basics of what your product does and the problem that it solves. So I noticed that a lot of people, if you ask them to describe their app, you say, oh, I'm a payment app that allows people pay using Bitcoin. I don't think a lot of people understand the detail of what they do and understanding the basic. For example, you say, oh, I'm a medium for people to exchange service for value. It's still what payments is, but understanding that basic helps you know what the next level is for you. The third thing, understand who you're building for and always speak with them from time to time. I think a lot of people are more like they are tied into the general idea of, oh, I'm going to send out surveys, do customer interviews, bring people to my house, give them small jobs, bring them to the office. It's not always as complex as that. For Vibe, a lot of people, I hope like I don't cast myself, but a lot of women I chat with on Vibe, they don't know I'm the co-founder or anything. But I use that to get like valid feedback from them about what we should be doing on the app and issues that they have. So sometimes it's not as complex as people think. When I was in financial inclusion, I would go to an agent location and I'll just be like, oh, this Pokemon is not even good. I'd be like, no, bros, did they try you? And that really helped me learn a lot without having to do the whole survey issue and things like that. Fourth one, let me just rush it. Things don't always go by the book. So we do a lot of product management courses online and so many places. And yeah, those things give you the lay of the land that you need to just understand, but it never always works like that. It's just like you have to be able to adapt and innovate as you go on in your product development life cycle. Last thing, relax. We all don't have it under control. So I think this is a big issue. Like sometimes I write my articles on Medium and people are like, oh, guy, you're so great. And I think you're doing a great job. But things were messed up like for most of the time I was doing the project. And I think that's like a big issue for new product managers. They feel like, oh, Emeka is a big guy, Toby is a big guy, and they always have things under control. But it's not always like that. There are things that will just happen, but you just have to keep everything together. So that is my time for now. Let me just end here. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was an interesting one. Thank you so much, Adetolani. Wow, Vibe. So many people here are going to subscribe to Vibe. I'm sure. Secret. You not allow. You not let us know, right? Anyways, please reach out to Adetolani. I think they have their app in the Play Store as well. So if you're interested in speed dating, yeah. So Vibe is the place for you. And if you also want like more information about his journey, you can always reach out to him. So thank you so much, Adetolani Eko, once again.